Bacteria! Hello everybody! Welcome to the companion video for the food safety and sanitation video. This video today is going to be all about bacteria in the kitchen. So let's get started. Learning how to keep your kitchen safe and sanitary is an essential part of a cooking experience. Today we're just talking about bacteria, and bacteria in the kitchen can come to you in a variety of different ways. And those include through hazardous food, which are foods that provide a good environment for bacteria growth. And those include any food derived from animal protein, including dairy, any vegetable that has been partially or fully cooked or otherwise heated. This includes pasta, rice, and tofu, raw seed sprouts, sliced melons due to the potential contamination from the rind of the flesh, garlic and oil mixtures, as oil seals the garlic from air, fostering an anaerobic bacteria environment. And then non-potentially hazardous foods, which include those that have been not properly dehydrated or dried or preserved. Just a quick note on bacteria and garlic. I know that it's a very popular product with a lot of people when you get those jars of already chopped up garlic. And that's one of the main ways that you can get bacteria contamination in the kitchen is through those jarred of already chopped up garlic, which is why other than the fact that they taste kind of off and weird compared to fresh garlic, it's just another reason I don't use a prepared chopped garlic product in my kitchen. Bacteria in the kitchen can come by way of direct contamination, which is that passed via hands, coughing, sneezing, air, water, insects, rats, mice, other foods, equipment, and utensils. Bacteria is a biological contamination. There are 4 kinds of bacteria. They include harmless, beneficial, undesirable, and disease-causing bacteria, which are known as pathogens. The conditions in which bacteria needs to thrive are an environment in which there's a food source, which there's moisture, the appropriate temperature, where the acidity is neutral. In order to reduce the danger of biological contamination, it's important to know what to do to alter these conditions. The first type of bacteria contamination is botulism. Botulism is a toxin that attacks the body's nerves and causes difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and even death. The conditions in which the spores can grow and make toxins are low oxygen or no oxygen, also known as an anaerobic environment, low acid, low sugar, low salt, a certain temperature range, and a certain amount of water. Improperly homed canned foods, preserved foods, or fermented foods can provide the right conditions for spores to grow and make botulinum toxin, which is why it's important to understand canning if you intend to take it up as a hobby. The second bacterial infection includes staph or Staphylococcus MRSA, which is a bacteria found on people's skin. This bacteria can cause infections and pneumonia. The third type is streptococcal, which is strep, and this causes many different infections. These infections range from minor illnesses to very serious and deadly diseases. Examples include strep throat, scarlet fever, and impetigo. The fourth and probably most common bacterial infection in the kitchen is E. coli. E. coli is found in the environment, in foods, and the intestines of people and animals. Some kinds of E. coli can cause diarrhea, while others cause urinary tract infections, respiratory illness and pneumonia, and other illnesses. Prevention of E. coli can be done through good hygiene, washing fruits and vegetables well, cooking meats thoroughly, using a food thermometer, avoiding cross-contamination, following the 4 steps of food safety, and you can see a link in the description for that, and finally avoiding swallowing water from pools, lakes, rivers, or ponds when swimming or playing in the water. Salmonella is another bacterial contamination. In order to reduce the danger of biological contamination, it's important to know what to do to alter these conditions. Salmonella infects approximately 1.35 million people a year. There's approximately 26,500 hospitalizations due to salmonella, as well as 420 deaths in the United States every year. Salmonella poisoning can include diarrhea, fever, and stomach cramps. Symptoms usually begin about 6 hours to 6 days after an infection and last 4 to 7 days. Antibiotics are typically used only to treat people who have severe illness or who are at risk for it. Hospitalization is needed for a small percentage. Prevention of salmonella is as follows. Washing your hands well with soap and water after playing with pets or touching other animals or coming in contact with their feces. Keeping pet cages clean and not kissing your pet. The final form of direct bacterial contamination is Clostridium perfringens. 1 million cases of this illness is reported in the United States every year. Points of contamination for this illness include meat, poultry, gravies, and other foods that have been cooked in large batches and held at unsafe temperatures. Symptoms include diarrhea and stomach cramps within 6 to 24 hours after eating a contaminated food. This illness usually begins suddenly and lasts for less than 24 hours. The best way to prevent Clostridium perfringens is cook food to the safe temperature, especially beef roasts and whole poultry. After food is cooked, keeping food at 140 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer, or 40 degrees Fahrenheit or cooler if it will not be served or eaten soon. Refrigerating leftovers at 40 degrees or cooler within 2 hours after cooking the food, or within 2 hours after removing it from an appliance that's keeping it at a safe temperature. Refrigerating within an hour if the outside temperature is above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. To further reduce contamination, divide large pots of food such as soups and stews and large cuts of meat such as roasts into smaller quantities for refrigeration. This helps food cool quickly enough to prevent bacteria from growing. Always reheat leftovers to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit before serving. That's it for bacteria. Bacteria is a big foodborne illness concern. You're probably always seeing things being recalled for E. coli and things like that. So now you know how to keep it safe once you get it into your kitchen. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about the contaminations in food safety and sanitation, please check out this video's companion video. Take a look at the next video coming out, which is going to be cuisines from around the world. And as always, have a wonderful day.